Hi everybody, I am back. So in my last video, I was talking about why I do not like interracial relationships, and I had to cut the video short because I had to go to work. But I will leave a link in the description below of part one just in case anybody missed it. Anyways, this will be part two of why I do not like interracial relationships, okay? So let's get started. Like I said in the last video, I said I was not down with the swirl whatsoever. I hate black men and black women reasonings why they date out their race. Also, when they date out their race, they bash their own race of people while uplifting other races that clearly hates black people. White people have been white people have mistreated and oppressed our people for 400 years. They have demonized our race and they stereotyped our race and they portray our race in media, news, and TV shows and movies. On top of that, they are killing our people and we are not getting justice. And they still haven't gave our people reparation. Black women and black men still date these people. And I notice when black people get into relationships with white people, they ignore racism and they take up for white supremacy. And they try to fit in with white people and they're trying to get accepted by white people based off their insecurities and self-hate with their own race. They always say love is love or love is blind, but 9 times out of 10, their white partner do not understand racial discrimination and racial profiling that black people face daily. Their white partner do not care for it and they do not do anything about it. And most likely the white person they are dating, their family members is racist. And that's another reason why I hate interracial dating too, because of the racism on the white side. And it's like they be surprised when a white girl brings home a black man. Also, it's this white woman that had wrote an article about her daughter bringing home a black man. She felt intimidated. She felt that intimidated where she had to write an article about it. She wrote an article how she deal with her daughter dating a black man. I find that really, really crazy. Also, white men, they teach their daughters and sons not to date black men and black women. They teach their daughters especially that black men are failures, troublemakers, thugs, and criminals. I feel most white women sometimes they date out their race out of rebellion or to get back at their parents when they are mad at them. 9 times out of 10, it's a fetish. They lust our black men and desire our black men. And they throw themselves at our black men, especially if they're athletes. Also, our black men seem to have bigger penises down there than any other race men. And white women, they fetish that. And our men is very, very athletic and muscular. And our men are very, very attractive. So I don't blame them for wanting our men. They are the sexiest men on the planet. Black men, they uplift white women and put them on a pedestal, and they at the same time they demonize black women for what they do. But it's double standard what they do as well. And black men love to use black women as an excuse or as bait to date out their race when really it's their own insecurities and self-hate within themselves, or it's built up from a past relationship with a black woman. And they seem to forget that back in the day, if they even look at a white woman, they would been beaten to death. Black men grow up in society that values white women more than black women. White women are seen as more beautiful because of European beauty standard that black women or women of color cannot live up to. Black women praise white men and they think that white men treat them better and that they are better providers just because they are a white man. But that's just white privilege, of course. They are better providers when the system that built for them to have that privilege. But They seem to forget that white men forefathers has raped black women for years and fetish our assets and put black women in zoos because of their booty, and they mock them. And since white men treat women better, why don't they even believe that they own women should have equal rights as them? Also, they don't believe women should have the same pay rate as them. Interracial relationships affect our black community really, really bad because we support these people businesses and we praise these people that's still oppressing our people. The media have a big part of trying to make blacks date interracially because the more they promote it, it makes more black people want to date out their race, and it will bleed out black people's genetics. To me, that is white supremacy's plan to promote interracial relationships, and that way the biracial children can still date in white and with the white race, and it will completely delete black genetics once they keep doing this. And they would try to make it seem like mainly black men are dating white women, but by statistics, that is false. Only 7% of black husbands have white wives, and 86% have black wives. And on the other pic, black women has 94% black husbands. And on this other picture, you can see on interracial divorce rates, black men and white women are the highest rate to divorce. They are 200% more likely to divorce. Next to it is Asian men and white women. They are 59% more likely to divorce. Then you have black women and white men are 44% less likely to divorce. Wow. White men and Asian women are 4% more likely to divorce. And it shows here Asian women and black men are most likely to date interracial. This pic shows right here that average Americans will look like her, this biracial girl in this picture, in 100 years in the future, which is possible. But if we get through another 100 years, because God's going to come back, for some reason, God did not like interracial dating because, like I said over and over again in all my videos, black people, we are God's chosen people. And that was one of God's law for us to date within our race. We could not intermarry. He talked about this all through the Bible as well. We should not date none of these people whatsoever out of our tribe. And here's a picture. The first one was of black women dating white. It was saying you should not give your daughters to their sons. This picture is showing for our black men, our true Israelite black men, not to date none of these women on this picture. And on the bottom, as you can see, those are black women. Those are black people. But they came from the seed of Ham, which was the real black Egyptians that black people is so obsessed to think we are. Also, black people fetish the hell out of having biracial children, which sickens me because they act like biracial children look better than black children. Black men and black women be saying that they want biracial children with light skin, pretty eyes, and good hair. I heard this bullshit all the time. And to me, that shows insecurities and self-hatred in the black race. They act like they can't get the same results from black children. Biracial children have the same features as black children. They have curly hair and they have big lips and big noses. That's how you can tell a biracial person, because of black features. All that came from black features, and that is beauty. Also, as well, you can get black babies in all all shades and all different hair textures. That's why I don't understand why does black people fetish having a biracial children when you can have black babies with the same results. You can have black babies with different texture hair, and black babies come with all different shades of skin. And I also be seeing black babies with blue eyes or hazel eyes, pretty different eyes. It is possible in black genetics for us to have different color eyes. And with the good hair bullshit, it's no such thing as good hair. As in this picture, this is a picture of saying this is good hair. Black people, we have just as beautiful hair as any race people. And to be honest, in my opinion, I think our hair is the best hair because we can do any style with it that we want to. And those of you bitching about black women, hair weave and hair relaxers, it has dropped down to 26% for your information. And I think whether black women wear weave or wigs or their natural hair, they're still beautiful. And like the picture said, we are the most beautiful creation. Another thing I don't understand is black men, when they date fat ass white bitches, they rather date a fat ass white bitch than date a beautiful black sister. They are that desperate to date a white woman, a Neanderthal woman, to where they don't have standards. As long as she's white and not a sister, that's all that matters. And 9 times out of 10, they are using these fat ass white Neanderthal bitches. They be driving their cars, picking up other bitches in the white woman's car, and the white woman be the only one working, and it's sad. I see this a lot. I know it's bad and it's like stereotypes, and I don't mean to put down my brothers that's dating these fat ass obese Neanderthal bitches, but I see this a lot. And I also have like 2 friends that's white women, and they're kind of heavy set, and they date black men and have babies by the black men, but they're not shit. So it's crazy. Another excuse I be hearing that black men be saying about black women is black women, they claim their excuse is that black women don't want them. And this mainly came from nerd black men that's really, really smart and educated. 9 times out of 10, they be saying that black women do not want them because of that. So to me, that is another excuse, because you can find a black woman that wants an educated brother, because there are educated sisters, okay? Black women, we are the highest enrolled in college. So I'm pretty sure you can find a sister that wants to get her education as well. So that's no excuse. Anyways, and some black men also say that black girls picked on them in school and picking on their skin tone, calling them black, blackie, and whatever. But to me, that's still a dumbass excuse to date a white woman just because you got picked on by black women. And the reason why I say that is because I have been picked on as well by black guys in school. But that don't still cause me to want to date white men just because I had got picked on by black men. I still date black men and I still love black men. I just have a problem with them black boys as an individual. But that's it. That don't mean I overall hate black men. And it's funny because now the motherfuckers that picked on me in school is now hitting me up in DMs and messages. You see what I mean? It's crazy. So that's why I say that is no excuse. To me, that is high school or school or whatever. Those was little children. Of course, they're going to pick on you. That's no excuse to date white women because black women picked on you in school. That was a lame ass excuse. Anyways, I also heard that black men say because of the environment they stay in, some black men, they grew up privileged and their families, they actually was wealthy, and the environment they stay in was nothing but white girls, because some black people actually did have privilege and to stay in a nice suburb neighborhood, and they claimed that all they were surrounded by was white girls. But to me, just because you were surrounded by white girls, that don't mean you have to date them, and that don't mean you can't go out and try to find a black woman, or you can't go on Black People Meet, or something like that and try to find a white woman. To me, that's still more excuses. I mean, it's still more excuses. Like, you have a choice. That like they don't have a choice. You have a choice if you want to date a white woman or not. So, like I said, once again, excuses, more at excuses at excuses. Um, and also, I heard a lot of black men was saying that black women are unattractive. Like, they just not attracted to black women. When they say, dark skinned women are unattractive and all that bullshit. I be hearing that black women saying, dark skinned women is unattractive. And I guess they don't get a rise of a black woman. But to me, like I said, that's where the self-hatred comes from, because how can you not be attracted to the women that gave birth to you? That doesn't make sense. So y'all went all over the world and seen every black woman and say, oh, black women is not attractive. Those are not facts. Those are not motherfucking facts. Like I said, they tried to put these stereotypes on black women and trying to seem like we are undesirable and that we are not just as beautiful as any race women. To me, I think black women, we look the best out of every race women, which is crazy. So to say that black women is unattractive, that's a motherfucking lie, because I'm going to show y'all some black girl magic through this motherfucking timeline. I mean, through this motherfucking slide, and show y'all some beautiful black women. Okay, while I talk about the next one. But anyways, also, you can never compare black women to European beauty standards, because like I said, these bitches are Neanderthals. They are not 100% human. Black women, we are 100% human. You can tell by our hair and our skin. White people, they cannot survive the sun without getting sunburned. And you notice they have the same hair as animals. They have fur. They don't have hair, they have fur. Black people, we actually have hair. And speaking of hair, like I said in the last video, black men were saying, black women is not real, because we wear fake hair and we're not natural. But for your information, black women's hair has dropped down. Hair relaxers and hair weaves has dropped down to 26%. More and more black woman is going natural more than anything. So that is no excuse for you not wanting a black woman because she don't want her hair. Black men act like they can't find black women that actually wear their natural hair. It's plenty of black women that wear their natural hair now. It's not hard to see and hard to tell. You're just gonna have to find one. Okay. But anyways, I think, in my opinion, to me, black women, whether we wear weave or natural hair or box braids or whatever, I still think we are beautiful. Whether we straighten our hair, perm our hair, wear hair weaves, whatever we do with our hair, I still think black women in general is beautiful. So I think we are best creatures of God's creation that God has ever made was a black woman. I think he did a good job making the black woman, because we are beautiful women and we don't have to prove that to anybody, and we don't have to prove that to our own men. We know we're beautiful and we don't have to prove that. And we don't have to have light skin to be beautiful. We don't have to have straight hair to be beautiful. We don't have to have thinner noses and thinner lips to be beautiful. Okay, we are different for a reason, and we are unique women, and that's just who we are. And if you don't like that, then you can keep it moving. You can date your little Becky. But like I said, just don't include a black women into your bullshit on why you date these bitches, because we have nothing to do with that. We're sorry that you have self-hate within yourselves and you choose to date these Beckys over a sister, over a real human. That's not our fault. And the same way with black women, that's not black men's fault that you choose to date these Brads. Okay. That is your choice. Don't put black men and drag black men into the situation because you are butthurt from past experience and you think all black men is like this. And another thing I hear from black women too is that they be saying that the reason why they date after race because black men's bashing women on social media. They using that as a reason. But to me, that's why would you do the same thing that they doing to us? To me, that's double standard. You can't date these white men just because black men is dating white women and they're bashing us. Why continue the cycle? Why continue the cycle? Why do what the fuck they do? Just date, date your black men, date your brothers, and keep it moving. It's not all brothers is like this. There's some brothers that actually respect black women that I have seen. So, and I salute the guys, black men that still stand up for black women and still stand up for us sisters. Thank you, black men, for being there for us and still standing by our side. I still know it's some good black men out there. I'm not going to demonize all black men for what a few black men do. It's crazy. So that's why I say black women, stop using that as an excuse to date out your race because they're bashing us on social media. Don't do the same thing back. You don't have to respond back to it. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for right now. Please like and subscribe and tell me how you feel about interracial relationships. And I will see you in the next one.